Hey everybody, I'm Steph.
I'm Michael
Today we're checking out Chroma Mix.
from Jay-Z Games.
Yeah.
Now, this game is coming out on Kickstarter on
June 1 is what I've been told.
right. So, if you like what you see in this overview, rules teach and playthrough, then you know what I'm going to say. Don't wait because it's going to be too late. So, pack it as soon as it goes on Kickstarter. So, Chroma Mix is a game for 1 to 4 players, and the box time says 30 minutes. So, Chroma Mix is a deck builder of sorts. However, all the cards in your hand are available to you. Your cards are either going to be in hand or in the play area at all times, and you can get rid of cards and make different combinations, and then take back cards from your play area, bringing them all back to your hand, basically doing a reset on everything. So let's take a look at how to play Chroma Mix. So we each start off with a light yellow, pale magenta, and soft cyan color in our hand. All of these are level 1 cards, as you can see from the dot on the top there. And you will notice that the soft cyan has 1 blue drop. The pale magenta has, I guess that's 1 cyan drop, sorry. The pale magenta has 1 magenta drop, and the light yellow has 1 yellow drop. Now, each of these cards is going to do something slightly different. Each of the cards has a little bit of flavor text on it, but the majority of what this card does is going to be right here in the middle of the card. If the card has a little lightning bolt on it, that means it's an immediate effect. And if a card has an infinity symbol on it, then that is going to be active at all times. So you'll also notice that we have 6 level 2 cards, which usually have 2 droplets of color in each. Like lemon is 2 yellows. Coral is a magenta and a yellow. The level 3 cards have 3 droplets of colors in it, like turquoise, or as Defu would say, turquoise.
Turquoise, it's fake. Fake news.
Has 2 blue drops and a yellow drop. So there's 3 drops of color in these. Azure with 2 cyan drops and a magenta drop. And then you've got the tier 4 cards, of which there are 3 of each. Ruby red is 2 magentas and 2 yellows. Emerald green, 2 cyans and 2 yellows. Sapphire blue, 2 cyans and 2 magentas. Now, each of these will be associated with a different win condition. So, on your turn, you are either going to print, mix, refill, or swap. And the player aids are rather handy. This on one side and all of the iconography on the other side. So whenever you are going to take the print action, print is basically just play a card. Play 1 card from your hand into your play area and resolve any of the instant effects. If the full effect of a card cannot be resolved, just do as much as you can. And obviously, like I mentioned before, the continuous effects are always in play. Another thing you could do instead of print is to mix, where you will take exactly 2 cards from your hand and return them to the supply, for in the case of the tier 1s, or to the discard pile with the case of the level 2 or 3 cards. You are going to get rid of 2 cards, and you will take whatever you have mixed. For example, I could take the pale magenta and light yellow and create a coral, returning those, taking a coral and putting it into my hand. So, and mixing is that simple. Now, you cannot take 3 colors and make a level 3. You need to take exactly 2 cards to mix together to make something better. So if you want a level 3 card, it's going to take a level 1 and a level 2 card. If you want a level 4, you could do it a couple of different ways. You could take a 3 and a 1 or a pair of 2s, as long as you can come up with the right color drops. So you cannot overpay, meaning you cannot mix together a turquoise and a let's see what else, a turquoise and a lemon to come up with an emerald green, because you have one extra yellow drop in there. You could mix a turquoise and a light yellow, but not a turquoise and a lemon, because that would be overpaying.
Yeah.
It's always important to also important to say that there should always be 6 cards in rows 2 and 3, because as soon as a card gets mixed, another one will take its place. There are many of these continuous effects that will improve your mix ability. The third thing you can do is to refill. Refill is to choose any number of cards in your play area and return them to your hand. That lets you play them again on later turns, or might let you mix them, because you cannot mix cards unless they are in your hand or you have a card that affects that. Some cards will let you mix from your play area. So, the cards you mix have to come from your hand, and you probably don't want to pull back your continuous effects cards unless you plan on mixing those. So, you can choose to refill and return 0 cards to your hand, but probably wouldn't recommend doing so, because that's just basically you're not really doing anything other than triggering cards that have refill. I believe Jungle has that. So you could technically do that.
Right.
Refill, activate Jungle, and then just not return anything to your hand. The last thing you can do is not really an action, but it's called the swap action. If you get completely stuck, if you have no way to add cards in your hand, you may be stuck. So instead of taking a normal turn, you can exchange 1 card from your hand for any rank 1 card from the supply. You probably don't want to do that, because you'll either be, if you've got a level 1, you've got something you can do. If you've got anything above that, then you're basically going to be downgrading to a level 1. Probably don't want to do that. When a player meets any one of the 3 win conditions, we are going to complete the round so that everyone's going to have the same number of turns. And there are 3 win conditions. If a ruby victory is achieved whenever someone with a ruby red card plays it into their play area and has the other 2 rank 4 cards anywhere in their possession, in their hand, in their play area, wherever. And they will win the game. A sapphire victory is achieved whenever anyone has 16 or more cards in their hand. Finally, a point victory is when a player with 17 victory points you have 17 points on cards in your play area. Emerald green with its 6 victory points is helpful. You'll notice that lemon here has 2 victory points. You'll see it up here in the top corner. Emerald green is super powerful with its huge 6 victory points. Put these back here. So you've got a ruby victory, a sapphire victory, and a point victory. Notice that a point victory really doesn't mean you have to have an emerald green card, but you're probably going to want to have it because it's 6 points. Some of these are 3 and some of these are 2. So clearly emerald green is going to give you quite a few points. So if multiple players win on the same turn, then the true winner is whoever got the ruby victory. Second tiebreaker is most cards in hand. Third tiebreaker is victory points. Fourth tiebreaker is reverse turn order. Now, there is a solo variant where you're going to play against a bot known as Confident Billy. And so basically you are going to play against the Confident Billy bot. Billy bot. So what do these cards do?
I just wanted to shout out to David from Man vs. Meeple. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, David.
And I wanted to say we have a prediction going on for whoever wants to vote for who will win this game.
All right.
And you should do that now with channel points.
So, what do some of these cards do? Well, the soft cyan is pretty easy. You can take a magenta or a yellow, light magenta or pale magenta or light yellow into your hand. You could play a pale magenta, and you can take a soft cyan or a light yellow into your hand. So you might think that a yellow is going to give you the chance to have a magenta and a cyan. You would be incorrect. How? Because the light yellow lets you perform a refill action to return at most one card. And this would trigger Jungle. Jungle is not out here in our set of cards, but there is a card color called Jungle. Some of the other ones that are out here, for example, Cerulean lets you take two identical rank 1 cards into your hand. Notice 1 dot card, they are both equal. And it's in your hand because it has a little hand icon. The lemon card, whenever the lemon card is in your play area, it's a continuous effect. Whenever you choose to mix, you may do so twice. And this effect does not stack, even if you have multiple copies of lemon. Now, there are limited numbers of each card in there. I remember a few times I was stuck not being able to get a fuchsia card. And my strategy that I was doing at the time was to get the ruby red victory. And I was planning on getting 2 fuchsias, a fuchsia and a lemon to get ruby red. Instead, I had to get something else, a level 3 tiered with a level 1 in order to get the victory that I wanted. So, fuchsia, when this card is played, add a rank 1 card to your hand, then you may instantly play it. So the iconography is pretty good as long as you just follow along with what it says on your little cheat sheet. So basically, take a card into your hand and then play it. Though, for those of you who are somewhat hesitant about iconography, the rule book is pretty good with explaining everything that the cards do.
Again, this is just prototype, so like this will all be like a finished game.
Yeah. They say that they do not plan on any gameplay or card art changes.
Okay.
So this is please review with confidence that you're playing the best version of the game. Hey, and if you want to take a look at their website, it is ChromaMix, ChromaMix.com.
There you go.
So Jay-Z is actually Jorge Zhang, and so he sent us actually four games, like two mini games,
his little cards, yeah.
two mini games and a simple 2-player game which we have not played yet, and Chroma Mix. Anyway, several of the cards do different things.
We could talk about them.
We can talk about them as we acquire them.
Yeah.
But note that the ruby red, emerald green, and sapphire blue do not do anything on their own. They are basically you'll have to have them out in order to qualify for the victory, but they don't have any power themselves other than the victory powers. All right, you.
Yep.
Because you are first.
Yep. Okay, I will do this and get a blue.
Woo. Guess what? I am going to do the same thing.
What?
Yep.
Copy
Amazing.
me.
I did copy you.
I will spend 2 blue for this. Cerulean.
Cerulean?
Yep.
There's that jungle card.
Oh.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to do as well.
Wow. Copying everything. I must have good plans.
Or maybe I'm just heading down the same road to destruction.
I'm going to take 2 pink.
Here's where we differ. I'm going to take 2 yellow.
There we go. Now I'm going to spend these 2 for the coral.
Whoa.
Coral is interesting. I don't know if you talked about it, but it allows you to play cards from your tableau area.
That's correct. I am going to play 2 light yellows and make a lemon.
Ooh.
Not play them, get rid of them, should say.
I'm gonna play coral and get a pink.
Whoa.
I know.
I am going to play. Playing lemon. Lets me mix twice
Next time.
when I mix.
2 pale magentas for this lovely fuchsia.
I'm going to attack these back.
I'm going to play this to grab a yellow and play it.
Whoa.
And that allows me to take 1 back.
Yep. That's what that was.
Yep.
What I want to do.
It's a question. I don't know if anybody voted.
I don't know. Looking to see what cards are worth points.
So do you think Michael's going for the point strategy? Or he just wants points because points?
Well, I'm trying something different this time.
Look, my cards are in rainbow order.
What does lavender do again?
You can split a card. So
oh, that's right.
into 2 different cards.
It's a reverse mix.
Yeah.
Jungle, after you refill, add a rank 1 to your hand. That's what that does. I will take.
You will take.
A couple of cyan.
I will take some light yellow.
Bringing cerulean back to my hand.
Bringing cerulean back to my hand.
Whoa. I am going to play cerulean and take 2 light yellow.
Whoa.
Yep.
I'm gonna take 2 light yellow. You can't have all the yellows. I took 3. Oops.
Yeah, cheater.
Whatever.
I'm mixing 2 jungles.
Wow. That's fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna play this, get that back.
Whoa. Playing a jungle.
I see. So the orange color allows you to.
When you mix a card, you may put it directly in your play area. It does count as a print.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna spend the 2 light yellows to take this lemon card.
Jungle it.
I'm going to spend a pale magenta and a lemon for an orange card.
Pale magenta and a lemon. This is now discard. I'm going to move these over.
Bit of a snappy game.
Yes, it is.
We need one of there.
Yep. I am going to take back light yellow and cerulean and take 2 into my hand.
Ooh.
Yes, I am.
Well, aren't you special?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I am. What do I want? Soft cyan and light yellow. You're playing orange.
Yep.
Mixing twice, taking jungle and coral.
Wow.
Getting rid of all these.
I'm gonna take 2 yellows.
All right. Playing a jungle. Playing a cerulean.
Ooh. What am I doing? These are not what I want to see right now.
Can't help you with that.
That's rude. I'll play these 2 for this lemon.
Whoa.
I lost my lemon a minute ago.
Lost your lemon. I am going to take this back, taking 3 cards into my hand.
What?
Yes.
Jungle is so good. The jungle is so good.
Question is, what do I want?
Don't know.
I will take I have a question.
Whoa.
When does everything do? There should always be 6 in each row. I'm going to take 2 soft cyan and a pale magenta,
I'm gonna drop it lemon.
along with a pale riffraff. Dropping a lemon like it's hot.
Yep.
All right, I am going to mixing a fuchsia
Yep.
and
Yep.
timeout. And I've got another fuchsia. I am going to mix what am I going to mix?
Forgot. That was dumb of me. Don't forget your abilities, everybody. Because I definitely did.
I am going to take. Do I really need to get anything else? Sure, I do. I'm going to kill a cerulean and a fuchsia. Take a sapphire blue.
All right, me.
Yep.
I can mix twice because I have lemon.
Yes.
So I'm gonna spend those to get the turquoise.
Turquoise.
I get to play it immediately because it's my ability that I forgot I had. So I get 3 things.
Hmm.
These 3. And then I can mix again. Oh, that's a cerulean. I'm mixing again. Ooh. Sure, I will mix the coral. Nope. Nope. Have.
Oh, I can't do that. Blah.
Huh. What am I doing then?
Yeah, I've messed up.
I'm gonna mix. What am I mixing? These are terrible. terrible cards.
Actually, no.
Mix and paint. Get another orange. It's not great. Not what I want. Can't mix 2 blue because there's no cerulean out here, which is my problemo. But I could make. All right, I'll make my second mix will be turquoise and light to get the emerald green in play.
Okay.
Done.
All right. I am going to play. I messed up.
Me too.
Trying to figure out how to dig my way back out. Hmm. You know what? I can actually do that. If I can figure out a way to do it. So I was trying to go for a sapphire blue victory, but I have to have them in the play area. So that sort of takes me out a little bit. I was planning on jungling a lot of cards to my hand, but that's not going to help me any.
All you need is 16 in your hand.
No, that is incorrect.
What?
You have to have 16 in your 17 victory points in your play area. Oh, sapphire is 16 or more in your hand. You're
right,
correct.
that's what I said.
It is in your hand.
Yes.
Well, then I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
I can just go raw.
You can. I think the blue sapphire has to be played though.
Yes.
Okay.
I do plan on playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do actually plan on playing it. I'm just looking to see what I've got here.
Yeah. All that.
All that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That and I have to have it out and have 16 in my hand. Playing sapphire blue. And that's it.
Okay. I am going to. Oh, this allows me to mix any number of cards. Maybe I do that. Sure. Why not?
No, that lets you, not mix any number of cards. You can use any number of cards to mix.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yes.
So I'm going to do that for one of my mixes. It goes into play. And then my second mix will be this for the pair. And that means when I do a print action, I can.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'm at 17.
3, 5, 8, 11, and 6 is 17. That's it. I was still like two or three turns from just jungling a bunch into my hand. And that is it.
I went for the points, and that actually I did okay that time.
Yep.
That worked out. Because I got the ability that allowed me to play them immediately, which is nice.
Yep.
So that is Chroma mix. So Nice little card game. It's an engine efficiency. Can you make it work? I picked up these blue cards, but there was no double blue to take, and I wanted that to come out, but Michael wasn't taking that row either. So I'm like, I have to figure out other ways to use the
I
blue cards.
wanted them,
Oh,
and there were two of
at the
them.
bottom.
Matter of fact, I had 2 soft cyan in my hand,
ready to
hoping
go.
that one would come out because it was a half chance it was going to come out.
Yeah.
Because they come out.
They were gonna come out soon, so I'm like, I need blue so I can get the blue cards. So that worked out. And if you liked what you saw, make sure to check out this Kickstarter June 1st. And obviously, colors is totally my jam, and I like trying to just figure it out. A quick little puzzle game from JZ Games.
JZ Games, which stands for Jorge Zhang. So you can also check them out at chromamix.com. And so if you're watching this video, go back to the Kickstarter. And if the Kickstarter's already happened, just go ahead and grab a copy of Chroma Mix.
Yeah. We'll be right back on Twitch.